Nintendo just won E3 earlier today with their Nintendo Direct. Now honestly, I came in with high hopes and at the end of it I was very stoked as well, so I'm not disappointed in any way, but in this video we're going to talk about what I thought was totally awesome from this Nintendo Direct. Let's go ahead and talk about the games that I think are awesome but maybe overlooked and overshadowed by the games talked about towards the end of the video. Now first off, let's go ahead and talk about Life is Strange. Now when I played this game earlier on when it released, I absolutely fell in love with this game, and that's because it was outright an amazing game. So I saw this and I'm probably gonna have to pick it up so I can play it again and then play True Colors as well. So that first right out the gate kind of got me hooked and got me interested. Then we saw a Super Monkey Ball game that had like 2 or 3 of the past games on it. So that's totally going to be amazing. That's going to be a lot of fun playing that on the go with my Nintendo Switch Lite. And then last but not least of this kind of group that I think will get overshadowed is probably Mario Party All-Stars. Now, don't get me wrong, Mario Party is a great game, but I already own all of these games already. But I'm expecting this game to come out at a full price of 60 bucks, and I don't think I'm going to pay for it when it comes out. Maybe when it drops price or I can get it for used, I'll pick it up. But for 60 bucks, I just don't see myself picking that up. I already got Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch, so I think that one might be one that has to wait. These next 2 games are games I am absolutely stoked upon getting, and I'll probably end up picking them up day one. First off is Mario Golf. Now this looks amazing on the Switch. It looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Some of the modes even look awesome. You've got the adventure mode that looks kind of interesting, but then you've got kind of the speed mode where basically you hit the ball and you run after it and you hit it until you get to the end of the hole, and it just looks like a ton of fun there. And then we got WarioWare, which this game looks absolutely amazing. I picked up WarioWare Gold back for the 3DS, and it's a very underrated game. I feel like that being released on the 3DS just kind of wasn't good. It just kind of flopped. But this looks very awesome. It looks very interesting. I've always been a fan of these kind of mini game type games like Mario Party or like WarioWare, and so when I see these games I just know I have to pick this game up. All of it looks amazing, and you can even play it 2-player, which is totally awesome. But the last game we're going to talk about right now is Mario Rabbids Spark of Hope. Now I love Mario and Rabbids. I don't know why, like, the Rabbids idea kind of usually doesn't go well, but it works well here and I absolutely love it. I have talked about the game, the first game on the channel, and I know that once I see this game come out, I'm gonna buy it day one and probably play way too much of it. I enjoyed the first one and I'm very, very excited to see what Nintendo has got for us in the next chapter of it. Before we move on to the giant announcement, I want to talk about Metroid Dread. Now, for whatever reason, this game was plopped right in the middle of this Nintendo Direct, and I think this could have waited till the last game or maybe the second to last game, and everyone would have been thrilled and stoked for it. I am definitely excited for this Metroid game. We haven't had a 2D Metroid game in 19 years, Nintendo said, so that blows my mind. I am very excited about this. It looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. So I just had to talk about this before we get to the finale. Last but not least, we absolutely have to talk about Zelda. And that is what this Direct was. It was a Zelda Direct, let's be honest here. First off, they talked about Skyward Sword a little bit more, which is releasing soon, and I'm very stoked about that. Then they talked about this awesome Game & Watch, which is going to have 3 different Zelda games on it, and then another one with a Link as the character. So you're getting 4 games on that Game & Watch, which I actually have my Game & Watch over here, the box at least. I play this thing often. It's a ton of fun. I love how small it is. It fits in my pocket and I can literally take it anywhere. So I'm excited to get the Zelda one because it looks like it's going to be just as awesome. But you all know what we're here for. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 just got announced. and I am super stoked for this. I was hoping this was gonna happen. Rumors were swirling, and so when they announced it, I was like, it's happening. I'm super stoked, and it just looks amazing. It looks like they're gonna take to the skies as well as use more of what was a thing for Breath of the Wild. So it's gonna be expansion. It's gonna be more of what that game was, which was totally amazing, and I love that game. So I can't wait to get my hands on Breath of the Wild 2. I know I will be buying it day one. I want to know, what about you? Will you be picking it up? I'm definitely excited about this. This was a big Nintendo Direct, to be honest. I feel like the middle of it, kind of after Metroid, kind of went down a little bit, but then we got brought back up with Zelda, so I'm very, very stoked to have gotten Breath of the Wild 2 announced, and it said it was even coming next year. That's crazy to me. Nintendo announced some amazing games, but I want to know what games you are most excited for. For me, this whole list, all of these games that I talked about are games that I am super excited for. Now, I know they talked about more, but those games either weren't worth it to me, or I don't think I would end up enjoying them, so I just didn't talk about those games. But there are a ton of Nintendo Switch games for whatever kind of game you like, so comment down below and let me know what games you'll pick up from this Nintendo Direct. But that's all I got for you. Peace!